It's loading, and I'll let you know when it should go.
All right.
It's quite. All right. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Madam Ngozi Nwosu-Juba. It's nice to have you on Coappt Impact Corner. So this is a series we have in our company every month, whereby we invite experts from social impact organizations to tell us their stories and also inspire us and empower us on things that are happening in the impact and social impact organizations. So Coappt is a company that provides technical and digital solutions to social impact organizations, professionals, and enthusiasts. We also deliver client-focused tech services to meet operational needs. Then we also develop tech products for the social impact sector. So on our series today, we are having Madam Ngozi Nwosu-Juba. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon to you. And
You're welcome. You're welcome to our Coappt Impact Corner. We are so glad to have you this afternoon. And I'm sure our audience are very excited to hear from you because we've been all around social media telling people that we'll be hosting you today, and they are very, very excited. And I would like to introduce you. Madam Ngozi Nwosu-Juba is the Program Director of Vision Spring Initiatives, and she has done a lot around women and girls, empowering them, giving back to the society, building their capacity. So can we meet you, ma?
Okay, you just introduced me. my name is Nwosu-Juba. I work with Vision Spring Initiatives. We are based in Lagos, and then we have a branch office in Abia State. We work for the protection and the promotion of the rights of women and girls. And our focus is on actually on young women, how young women can push the agenda, for the rights of women and girls. Yes.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So can you please take us through how your journey started as a social development professional?
Okay, so my journey started through what I felt was injustice, happening in the society. I grew up in a family of 4 men and 2 women.
Wow.
And at some point in our growing up, our parents had retired and they had to choose between the boy and the girl who could get a university education, because then they had, retired and they couldn't support 2 people. The other 3 people had graduated. It was now between me and the last boy. And the option was to educate the boy, and then I stood up and said, I will go to university. Considering the fact that I passed JAMB before this person, it's unfair for me to stay at home. So it was based on that. Then I didn't know that I was an activist, I just said that. And then luckily for me, my mother, not too educated, she supported me and said she was going to contribute no matter what. And that's how I managed to go to university. And when I went to school, I started paying attention to all forms of discrimination against women and girls. When it comes to issues of sexual and reproductive health and rights, you see that boys can negotiate better than girls. When it comes to issues of political participation, you see that more men are in politics and women are stereotyped and made to run away from politics. When it comes to economic empowerment, in the culture where I come from, up till last year, we couldn't own properties as women. So if your parents died, everything belongs to the male child. So I started paying attention. I went to a University of Calabar, and it's a mixed, school where people came from all tribes. And I was looking at, the injustice, and I'm like, at some point I have to do something. Yeah. So when I graduated, I came to Lagos and I did some work in a printing organization, where we printed exams for secondary schools. From there, I saw an opportunity, to go to a civil society organization, and that's how I got there. And then, and this is an organization that exposed me, to the layers and layers and layers of abuse that women and girls face. And I served that organization for 10 years. And then I said, this is the time, I've got adequate information to enable me now hold the hands of other young women and begin to mentor them. Because if we just keep talking about it, nothing is going to change. So I was inspired to set up an organization, to see how we can actually, practice the things that we talk about, hold the hands of young people in all areas of life, for them to be able to push, and demand accountability. And that's what we've been doing in the last 15 years. We do it as an organization. Yeah, we have on August will be 15, and we are planning a celebration, and we have loads of.
Are you inviting us at Coappt?
You are one of us already. You must come. You must come.
Okay, ma, that's wow. Can you please share us with some of your success stories?
So one of it will be that anywhere I go to, because for me, I don't know what others consider success story, but for me, is to enter any room and someone says to me, Auntie Ngozi, I know you've inspired me, through maybe just by listening to you, or by coming to a room and contributing something, or holding the hand of another girl, or also maybe intervene when there's a problem in a family. So I got to New York. I'm in New York now at the CSW Commission on the Status of Women, the 69th edition. And I got into a room packed with people, and someone was screaming, Auntie Ngozi, Auntie Ngozi, Auntie Ngozi, and I looked around and said, Auntie Ngozi, you don't know me. I said, please remind me. So remember when you helped me to fill one particular reference form, and now I'm studying in one country, I can't even remember now. She mentioned, this is like 4 days ago, and those are the things that inspire me, those are the things that makes me keep doing this work that I'm doing. When I see the number of young women who say to me, we've been inspired by your lifestyle, we've been inspired by the things that you do for us, so for me, those are my success stories. And the fact also that we are pushing the envelope and making our government to begin to realize that women's rights are human rights.
Wow, we are also getting inspired by those insights you are giving us now. I think we are also inspired at Coappt. So, ma'am,